B-O-A-B, baby, we're bums.
Cleaning out, giving this old Shock Mateo good cleaning, taking out the old, keeping some of the nostalgia. And as we're going through here,
none of these work. 9 phones on here. You get in a crunch or something, you never know. There's some technology in here. Might be able to pop it open and get MacGyver on something. We're on an island or stranded in the middle of the ocean. I mean, you never know. We met Stan Loveday and Christina Harrelson. They live on SV southeast of Disorder. It's an Irwin 52. They gave us their boat card, and they were just going by us at the dinghy docks, and they gave us a shout out, said they watch Bums on a Boat, and they invited us over.
We made a few modifications over the years. We put the hard frame bimini up so that you've got something structurally sound. If you're out in bad weather, you don't have to worry about hanging on to a flexible bimini.
Nice.
She sewed up all the isinglass enclosures about the last month before we left St. Pete.
So I did all the window covers, I did the sail bag, I did this literally a week before we left. But the stack pack was actually the quickest thing I did. It took me months to do the isinglass enclosure. And then it took me a couple weeks to do the top.
Looks like you got some crazy things going on down here. You got a chain.
Hey baby, what's going on with the anchor?
We have 2 anchors set. We have a 45 sitting off a 45-degree angle sitting out here.
Okay.
And then clocked around, she's pulling equally. The forward one's a 68-pound CQR with 2 snubber lines. So as she shifts, that one stays planted, so when you get the southerly or when the winds switch, she's not resetting that anchor every time she bobs around. Now, about 2 weeks ago, we had that real bad westerly squall come through. I've got one anchor setting out that way with about 120 foot of line that we just use as a backup. So when she switches, I'll bring the line from the back around to the front and use it as primary holding so she doesn't reset these other 2 anchors.
It's not working.
Here, hand me the tab.
Oh wow, look at this. Who do we got here?
I know, look at this.
Who?
That is Bradley.
Bradley? Hi.
He's a Moluccan cockatoo. He's 26.
He's 21.
Rice and beans, huh?
Yeah. They're in Mylar bags with oxygen packets in them. And
Wow.
so there's probably over 100 pounds of rice, and
How long do you think that's gonna last you?
it'll last us forever.
Yeah, it's
It'll be in the bags for 5 to 10 years without any problems. The Mylar
so you
bags,
could be at sea for years, theoretically.
Most of his tools are in here. We turned this bathroom into a hanging locker. I ran out of room for the wine.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's not even all he has.
Those are heat sinks. Wow.
He has other stuff he hasn't even put away yet.
Okay, you guys are.
Yeah. So I mean, I did.
You guys are doing this.
Yeah. So I did this as well. This beaver cushion. Every wall in this boat was haunted.
I can tell that annoys you.
It does annoy me. So we're trying to add some color.
Okay.
Well, obviously, we have a little bit of alcohol. Goes back here. There's the good stuff in there.
Here.
Oh my.
We were planning to leave for 2 years, so we were stocking like we weren't coming back to the States for 2 years. Little things that you don't think about. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola in the Bahamas is $19 for a 6-pack. We're going to actually put our own carbonated water system for making Coca-Cola from the box.
Dan redid all the countertops. He moved the sink from here to here, the refrigerator from here to here, and he built those boxes and put the system in down below.
Cold. She works.
Yeah. This was just a shelf all the way down. So he put the base on, put these on, and then he built this here for plates and cups and bowls. Yeah.
Where's the water maker?
Down here.
Probably the other one you'd see.
Right here. Water maker's over here.
Oh, I see her. How much water does it make?
8 gallons an hour on 9 amps of solar.
He did redo the shower.
And I heard about the hot water, the propane hot water.
It's up there, yeah.
Nice.
It needs to be clean, but you know how that goes.
I do. No, this looks great. You guys are
And then,
nice, comfy bed. So you came? Did you from St. Petersburg?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
yeah, we came down October 30th. We got here on the 1st. We haven't had a land base in 10 years.
Oh, so when you bought the boat, you moved onto the boat, and
Yes.
you've been living on it and working on it.
Yes. We went to boat shows. We went on to start on the 36s and worked our way up.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of figured out what layout we would need because we're the 2 girls and the 2 birds and 3
Two
cats.
girls?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're 20 and 22 now. They were
Okay.
10 and 12 when we moved on. They hated
So
it.
so they are gone, long gone.
The oldest one took off when she was 18, came back for a little bit and left. The youngest one had a baby,
Mm-hmm.
so I have a granddaughter, and she was on the boat for the first year and a half. She had a baby on the boat for the first year and a half after she was born.
Mm-hmm.
Try baby-proofing boats.
2 years to find the style of boat, and another 2 years to actually find this one.
Yeah.
So 4-year shopping process.
Yes.
Do you like sweet rums, juice, pineapple juice?
Sweet, yeah, sweet pineapple rum-ish. That sounds pretty good. I like
Okay.
where you're going with that.
All right.
So paramedic.
31 years, fire department, retired. Basically in the process right now. The paperwork's still working its way through the process. Probably in the next 2 months I'll be off the books. Basically 31 years, working everywhere from the rescue truck up through administration, management, and stuff like that. We bought this boat 10 years ago with the plan to go cruising with it at some point. We're on year 10 of a 5-year plan. It took us twice as many years as we thought. Everybody goes, "You're never leaving." I went, "I am leaving, and there is a reason why. Everybody has to leave at some point, and you have to do it while you can." Kicked around different names, and somebody goes, "Where are you going?" "Southeast of here." And they go, "What are we going to name the boat?" "Southeast of Disorder." So if you do a straight line southeast of where I used to work, this is southeast of Disorder. We both gave up full-time jobs, walked away, sold the car, gave up all the goodies. If you're going to do it, you got to do it. And everybody goes, "Well, I want to go cruising. I don't know if I can afford it." It's not that it's expensive. You just have to draw a line in the sand and say, "We can do it for this." And people have different levels of where they can do it. We're still working on it 10 years into it. We probably will be for another 10 years. But we're out here doing it.
Yeah.
I've got friends that, would like to do this, and they'll retire to a house and sit and watch Jeopardy, and
Yep.
so I'll send them an email every once in a while, and they just send me back, nastygrams. Key West is not the end of the place. It's a starting point.
Yep.
You shake the boat down here for a few months, you go to the islands, you come back here to Key West, you fix the things you have to do, and you go back to the islands. This is about as close to paradise as you're going to find on the continental U.S. Everybody goes, "Well, it was tore up from the storm." No, it wasn't. They sank 1,900 boats in Key West and the surrounding areas, but the ones that survived very well. Example's your boat. Really, we were supposed to be here 2 days before Irma hit, and I was still at work, and we saw the storm coming through, and then my buddy's boat got destroyed in St. Thomas,
That's
and we put a
delish.
hold on it, not knowing how fast it was going to move this way.
Refrigerated?
And tell them maybe about the blog that you guys have started.
We have
and
started a blog. We actually got a website up and running. It's SV Disorder, sailingvesseldisorder.com. There's a link on there for the blog. We're trying to put we have the spot trace, which you can see where the boat goes. It leaves a cookie crumb trace wherever the boat is at,
Okay.
so that people can log in and see where you're at, what island you're at. Things like, reglassing the entire bottom of the boat. We stripped and, peeled the entire bottom and had it reglassed. 3/16 of new glass over the entire bottom of the
That
boat.
makes me the Sailor Woman of the Year.
3
because
years
I
living on the
lived
hard.
On the boat for 3 months on the hard.
3 months on the hard.
May and July.
May, June, and July.
Yes.
In the yard.
That makes me the queen of sailing women.
How many watts of solar?
480 watts of solar, 2
480.
panels,
Okay.
using a blue sky controller. We put out peak time during the daytime hours about 28 amps.
What kind of sailing experience did you have?
None.
None.
She had none
None.
before this. I had very limited on. Most of mine was in 25 foot and smaller.
Okay.
That old story statement is, any damn fool can sail. It only gets interesting when you put it back in the slip at the end of the day. A 52-foot boat sails very easily because nothing moves fast.
Mm-hmm.
There is no accidental jibes where things slam to one side or the other. However, when you put a 16.5 foot wide boat in an 18-foot wide slip,
it becomes real interesting knowing getting it in, getting it out without banging into stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Have you banged in anything?
We've hit the one marina we were in when we first bought the boat had concrete pilings. We watched teak peel off the side like you took a butter knife to it on 3 times. Took a grill off of it once.
The grill came, thank God, came in to the boat, so we didn't lose the grill. And then we slammed into a really nice racing boat and took some of the gel coat off the back of the sugar scoop.
Yeah, we left them name and number, and they took care of it.
Yeah.
But it was one of those. That was in the first year. After that, we ended up. If I have one advice for anybody with a bigger boat, go to wooden pilings. Don't go to concrete pilings. They don't give. They don't forgive. You know, it's very rough on them. If you had a wish to live in a marina, and we, like I said, we were there 9 years between the two.
Yeah.
St. Pete is ideal for that. It's a beautiful area. It's up and growing. However, if you want to go places, you've got to get away from the Velcro docks.
Yeah.
You know, everybody looks and goes, "Well, why would you leave here? It's so nice." There's other places to go.
Yeah.
You grow up, you buy a house down the street, you don't go anywhere. Nobody's got the adventure spirit anymore. You know, working for the fire department for so many years, you know, you see the human nature and how people just don't want to do anything. You know, friends sit and watch TV and they go to bed and do the same thing. You know, it's Groundhog Day every day. And I tell them that, you know, just living on the boat, even in a dock, you see so many more things that you don't see sitting in your house. I get up in the morning and watch a dolphin swim by. You know, we're in the marina. Or the manatee comes drinking water off the side of the boat as you're washing it down. And they go, well, why is that such a big deal? I went, do you have a dolphin that swims by your house? And I don't pay for waterfront property like the people that are paying $4 or $5 million for the places down along the beaches.
And I don't pay for dolphin tours.
And when you really don't like your neighbor, you pull up anchor or you untie from the dock and you move. Granted, people go, well, your boat never gains value. Yeah, if you look at half the housing market crises that happened over the last 10 years, people lost half the money they had in houses then. I said, I'll take my gamble with a boat that's 35 years old. I'm not going to lose a whole lot in 20 years from now. If we decide we want to give it up, we can always sell it. My statement is, when I turn 105, I'll cement it to the bottom of the anchor.
102.
102. When I turn 102, I'll have somebody cement the anchor to the ground somewhere in the Caribbean, and that's where me and the boat will survive. You know, depending on which girlfriend.
Whatever. We got our asses handed to us in the Florida Bay. I did not totally lock this. I only had it up to here, but it really goes up to there. I only had it up to here. So if you can imagine,
everything in there coming out.
Everything came out, including lots of spaghetti jars.
3 jars of spaghetti
Sauce.
Ooh.
So I had, in all this mess that came out, I had 2 jars of spaghetti sauce.
Is this on your sail to Key West?
Yes.
Yeah.
And 1 jar of Alfredo sauce. Just.
All over.
I've got pictures. Yeah, it was bad. Right, so when you're in 8 to 10 rollers coming out of the east, it's hard to keep the boat on one course.
The movie Captain Ron, everybody should watch that. And
I know.
The prime statement, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen out there.
And it did.
I'm working on taking out the brain now. First, I just disconnected all these wires. Okay, there's the old unit. New one looks about exactly the same. Alright.
If you look up on YouTube, John Ahern, you will see this SB Freedom here. This is his boat. This is our neighbor, and we've gotten to know him pretty well. He's an awesome guy. Tons of videos. SB Freedom. We're only a few days away here from setting off, so just wrapping up a few finishing projects. The big one on Holly's boat is going to be this furler. Our plan is to be heading towards the Bahamas here within the week. Old furling system, new furling system. This is the forward stay. These are the pieces of the new furler. Extrusion. You got rivets that hold these in place and they connect these together. We're gonna have to cut one of these to size, and just basically we're just trying to match it with her old furler, the length of it. So you can see here they're not connected yet, but she's just got them laid out. And then over here, they're already connected by rivets. So see, this one's already good to go. We did these last night on her boat.
The radar is in the water now.
She's 60 feet. Got Captain Kidd.
5 feet. 4, 3, 2, 1.
And way up there's further. So we're just about to dive the boat. Holly saw a big spotted eagle ray and a nurse shark.
These are the tales of Moab.